heart was in a great place, which was lovely, as it kind of always is actually with you. The solar plexus was like the throat chakra, where it just needed a little nudge and a boost.
Hi guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. I'm just going to interrupt briefly here to give a big thank you to the sponsors of today's video, Manta Sleep Masks. So Manta sponsored one of my videos about a year ago now, and they provided me with this wonderful, wonderful sleep mask. It's their original product, and I love it so, so much. I've been using it for about a year now, and it really helps me when I take naps during the daytime, and also sometimes when I sleep at night and the room is just a bit too bright. So I'm so happy they reached out again to sponsor this video, because it meant I got to try out more of their wonderful, wonderful products. So I've got a few here to show you. First, I've got the cooling pads that attach to that original mask I just showed you, and these are so, so wonderful. I get quite tired eyes when I'm editing, and this just really, really helps. And I also find it a bit of a little beauty treat. It's very, very therapeutic and relaxing, even if I'm not napping and sometimes just meditating. Next, there is the silk mask, which is also a new favorite of mine. It's very, very soft and silky, a silk mask. And I've also heard about all the sort of beauty benefits of this sort of silky texture on the skin. So it's kind of an exciting product to be using when sleeping at night. And I find my hair is much less frizzy when using this one. Finally, there's the Manta Pro mask, which is really exciting to me because when you roll on your sides, the little pads here are created so that it doesn't kind of stop you against your pillow, and there's no friction there whatsoever, and it's really easy to toss and turn at night with these on. So those are my new lovely eye masks. I love, love, love all of them, to the extent that it's really, really hard to recommend just one of them to you all. All the details for Manta and a special promo code are down in the description below. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in.
Thank you.
So how have you been then? When was the last time we met? Was
That's a good question.
August.
2 months. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. I think last time I left it a bit too long, didn't I?
Yeah.
So.
And how have you been since? Because 2 months ago the chakras were in a really lovely place, weren't they?
Yes, I had a really good session, and I remember saying I felt it more than usual.
Yes.
So
yes,
I'm really hoping that's like going to continue. But yeah.
And how have you been? What's been going on over the last couple of months? Anything you wish to mention?
Just super busy.
Yeah.
Really, really busy on all fronts.
Okay.
So that, yeah, I think that probably comes across even when I feel like I'm bringing the energy into the room with me, when just like the buzzy busyness. Yeah, I'm trying to be calm now. But
okay.
Don't
worry.
A bit there.
You will be by the end, hopefully.
I always am. I will be.
Good.
But yeah, just.
So busy on work, home, all aspects.
Yeah, pretty much. Just organising future things, organising this YouTube things, organising job things, just lots of different places that need me.
And are you managing to get a bit of time for yourself?
See, that's the thing, not really.
Not really.
I think it's a weird one, because I know it's like with introverts and extroverts, sometimes people, even if they're with others, they'll consider that time to themselves if they like the company, but I think I don't really find it relaxing unless I'm literally by myself, like having alone time.
Yeah.
And there's like none of that.
So there's none of that going on.
Yeah, so I've had some nice like weekend trips like with friends and have people over, but I don't know if that's actually like wearing me out more, but yeah, so.
But you're right, some people it can.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of people kind of post-COVID, when they started socialising, I certainly remember me, you know, post-COVID lockdowns, you know, kind of socialising was so draining.
It is, yeah. I think I'm the same. It's
Yeah.
just, before I was a bit more extroverted and some sort of switch just
Yeah.
changed.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there's that.
Yeah. So is there anything else you wish to mention? Any particular chakra you think you'd like a bit of focus on?
Yeah, I don't. Is there a chakra that's at all related to just kind of like fatigue and drainedness? So it's a bit vague.
There's not a specific one,
Okay.
but Reiki often, you know, if you are tired, you are fatigued, Reiki will often help to bring that out.
Okay.
So with some people, quite often what they feel, particularly in the first couple of sessions, they do feel quite whacked out afterwards, and you know, they'll have a really good night's sleep. They might still be a bit tired the next day, but after a couple of days they actually feel like they've released some of that fatigue, often stress or anxiety and things like that as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully it will help to bring it out and you know, get a good few nights sleep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's probably my main worry. I just had like a bout of just being very, very tired. I think it's fine now. It was more last week, the week before.
Have you been ill recently? Have you had a virus or anything? Because there's a lot of
I think
colds
I
and
did.
flus and all sorts going on. Okay.
Yeah, I had a temperature. It was just one evening about 2 weeks ago. I slept it off, but then I think it just felt like it stayed there a bit.
Yeah. Well, if we don't rest properly, sometimes it just lingers, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I was at a big event in London. I feel like I caught it there.
Oh,
It was
okay.
spreading around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the season's changing as well.
I know. Tell me about it. It's dark already
I know.
outside.
Yeah.
I know. Wait for the clocks to change and it'll be getting dark at 4 o'clock like it always does. No, I know.
Yeah.
And have you done any more public speaking or anything like that?
Yeah, I did actually. I did one on Thursday last week.
Did you? And how did that go?
It was good actually, yeah.
Because I remember last time you came in, you were a bit like, oh, I don't know, this wasn't so good last time.
I've done it 3 times now, and
Yeah.
the first and the third time were good, and the second time was a bit iffy, but in hindsight, I know why it was iffy, and I kind of know it was not really related to me as to why it went wrong, so I'm all at peace with that now.
Good.
Yeah, I had a good time doing it. Yeah, I want to try and host a few more actually. I'm really enjoying it. I enjoy memorising the script and just trying to speak in front of a crowd. It was really fun.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Was there a particular topic?
It's different each time because I'm mainly just introducing other people,
so
kind of like the MC.
Comparing and stuff.
Yeah, and I really enjoy that because it's like I don't have to do a speech myself. I'm just memorising all the people's names or introducing them, smiling. It's really fun. Yeah.
Smiling's the best.
I'd love to do stuff like that more often, but when the opportunity comes, I'm trying to say like, yes, I volunteered as tribute.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Good. Anything else you wish to mention? Anything else going on for you?
I think compared to like early on when I came here, I remember saying I was being super, super creative. And I guess the public speaking comes into that.
Yeah.
But I've got like big writer's block at the moment. Like really, for a long time now actually, like 4 months. So I just have not been writing, which is really sad. But I know that it will come back to me, I'm sure, when I get inspired, but it's very sad.
Sometimes, you know, if we're running at things all the time, we're not leaving space for creativity.
Yeah, there's no room.
Yeah, and we need, you know, creativity needs space, doesn't it? So
yeah.
Perhaps if you slow down over Christmas,
that'd be good.
That might help.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Although I've got like 4 days of rest before I go to Japan, so we'll see. I don't think I've got time. Yeah, I just wish there was more time in the day. There's too much things to do.
I know.
Yeah.
Especially if you sleep the amount I do.
Really?
I love sleeping.
I wish I could sleep
great.
more.
Sleeping's great. It's when our body and our mind regenerates a bit.
Yeah, if I don't get 8 hours, I'm an awful person.
Yeah.
I'm really rude if I don't get 8 hours. Because I think that part of my...
Have you had 8 hours today?
I have to. That's don't worry, I was like splashing the water. No, I feel like the part of my brain that deals with like emotions just like shut off.
Oh.
I don't know, I just get really grumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it is, it's, you know, hungry, sleepy, you know, all of those sorts of things. They play with our ability to have patience and tolerance, don't they?
My issue with sleep at the moment is if I get a choice between going straight to bed and getting more sleep or doing something a bit more meditative and calming, I always choose sleep. And it's probably not bad.
Yeah.
But it means that the meditation side of things just isn't happening.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did it on my commute for a bit, but then sometimes I'm editing as well on my commute.
Yeah.
And yeah, the sleeping always wins with that, which I don't know if that's right or wrong.
That's a sign of busyness. You can always try and shift the meditation bit instead of doing it before bedtime. Shift it to the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, if you're not one of those people who's rushing in the morning, just no, I am as well. Just kind of, you know, so I have a little rush in the morning, and then I usually find a good period of time after the initial morning rush that I have.
To be fair, I've never thought of doing it after I've got rushed and got ready.
Yeah.
Because the reason it doesn't really sound attractive to me is because I'll be meditating, thinking about all the things I need to pack for work, and I still need to brush my teeth. But maybe the other way around could work actually.
Because quite often a lot of people, they get up and they meditate, and I don't know how they do that because I just fall asleep again. I think so. You know, what I do is I get all those bits that you've talked about. You know, I sort the kids out, sort the dog out, do all that stuff, and then, you know, once I know I've done it all, before I start the day of the other tasks that may be there, I just, you know, have a bit of time to meditate. I find that's where it works for me.
That's certainly worth a try. I've never tried that before, so we'll see. Yeah,
give it a go.
Good work.
You ready for some Reiki?
I'm always ready for some Reiki.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
If you could turn around, please. Thank you. There we go.
Thank you.
You make yourself as comfortable as you can. Okay. And just giving yourself a moment just to let the rest of the world remain outside the door. Just gently letting go of anything that has been or that is to come. And instead, letting the peace, the serenity, the calm of this room gently enter the body, the mind, and the heart. And helping it to do so by taking 3 long, deep breaths in. And with each exhale, just letting go of the body. Just allowing the body to fully relax. Allowing the muscles and the tendons to soften. Letting the couch support and hold you. And then allowing the breath to return back to its natural rhythm and length. And settling awareness gently on the soothing flow of the breath. And if the mind wanders, as it will, then just gently and with compassion guiding it back to the breath. closed just for a little while longer. Just very gently and softly bringing awareness to the body, the mind and the heart. Perhaps noticing a little more peace, a little more serenity, a little more calm within. Just taking your time to explore what this feels like, this moment. Noticing the ease with which life can unfold when we feel this at peace. And gently and softly extending awareness outwards, getting a sense and feeling of the room that you're in, this moment in time, just noticing any sounds around you, noticing the scent of the oils in the air, and perhaps even the support of the couch beneath you. Noticing the touch of your clothing against your skin, and even the air against your hands and your face. Knowing that the air is always there to embrace us and hold us, even if we don't sense and feel it. And then very gently beginning to engage with the body. Starting by moving the fingers and the toes, the ankles, the wrists, and extending that to moving any part of the body that you wish to. Stretching and moving, listening to what the body needs. And then taking a nice long deep breath in, and as you exhale the next breath, just gently opening the eyes, giving the eyes a moment to adjust and let light in. And then whenever you feel ready to, you may slowly and gently sit up as we come towards the end of the session. So, grab a seat and tell me, how do you feel now?
Good, really, really calm and soft.
Good.
Chill. Super chill.
And did you notice anything? Did you want to mention anything about the session at all?
I think at the start my mind was so busy,
Yeah.
and it took a long time for it to calm down.
Yeah.
And then when it did, I was just gone. Like, it's strange because it's not sleep, but it's something similar to it, like a very meditative state.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great.
Good.
I just wish I could reach this state by myself very quickly.
It's it's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you've said about your mind really connects in with what was going on with the third eye. So although the third eye represents spirituality, open-mindedness, intuition, it's also, what I've noticed with clients that I've noticed that it actually, that chakra also corresponds to the activity in the mind.
Okay.
And so initially there was a bit of intensity around the mind, around that chakra, the third eye. And it took some time for it to gently come down. I think I can't remember exactly, but I think when I checked back at some point around the heart chakra, after that I checked back at the third eye, and it had at that point started to settle. So it took a few, I think by the time the throat was coming, it was starting to sort of ease down, but by the heart it was in a much better place.
Yeah.
So it took a bit of time.
Yeah, which is interesting because I feel like it's usually quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think usually looking back at the last few sessions, your third eye is generally in a good place. It was last time that it was in a good place, but it was slightly raised. This time it definitely was raised, and that's probably a connection to the business, unless you're being super intuitive or on some magnificent spiritual journey of sorts.
Probably the busyness.
Probably the busyness.
I wish it was the good luck.
And it's also you've come straight from work as well, so sometimes we carry that.
Definitely, I've definitely had that with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The throat chakra was a little bit low, but exactly the same as last time, where it was a bit low but lifted really, really quickly. So, it just needed that little nudge, that little boost. And then sorry, I forgot to write the last one down. And the heart was in a great place, which was lovely, as it kind of always is actually with you. The solar plexus was a little bit low this time.
Okay.
And the solar plexus was like the throat chakra, where it just needed a little nudge and a boost. So, sometimes we need that with our confidence and self-confidence and esteem and things like that. So it just needed a tiny little nudge, but it's not, I wouldn't say, unless you're feeling any particular thing around that.
No, but I can see maybe where it would line up in contrast to previous sessions.
Yeah. Okay. Because in previous sessions, the last couple of sessions, it's been in a really good place. And this is similar to where it was in January, at the end of January. But again, it's not, it lifted really quickly, so it just needed that nudge. The sacral's in a really lovely place, and the root chakra was a little bit low, but lifted very, very quickly into a good place.
That's good.
Yeah.
I can kind of see like the mirror to all of those. Like I kind of know what each one is.
Yeah.
And I can almost, hearing that it was the same in January, I can think exactly business-wise as well.
Right.
What the link is.
And the root was very similar. The throat's in a much better place than it was in January.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because I'm always worried about, not worried, but that's always the one that always comes up.
Yeah,
so,
and you've said that with other treatments you've had as well.
Yeah, it comes up in everything.
Yeah.
So I'm glad something's working.
That's certainly, certainly improved from where it was in January.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think hopefully the trying new things with public speaking's helping.
It certainly looks like it is.
Truth.
Yes, it certainly looks like it is.
That's good.
Definitely. And I don't know, maybe it's not a healthy thing for us human beings to have our throat chakra in the most amazing place. Imagine what we'd be telling everyone around us if we spoke our truth all the time.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So, no, it's lovely. And the heart, as always, just in a fabulous place, which is really good.
It's my favourite one. So.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's an absolute pleasure, and hopefully see you in a few months' time.
Yeah.
Just let me know whenever you feel like having another session. You're always welcome.
Oh, thank you.
All right.